EU countries seek deal on weekend plan to reduce winter gasoline use. Brussels. European Union countries are set to approve a weekend emergency EU proposal to diminish their fuel call for on Tuesday, with opt-outs permitting them to comply with specific national paths to prepare for Russian supply cuts. Europe faces a in addition fuel squeeze this week, after Russia's Gazprom (GAZP) mentioned it'd again reduce flows to Europe via the Nord Stream 1 pipeline. With a dozen EU nations already going through reduced Russian resources, Brussels has warned that a full cutoff is probable and is urging countries to put together by means of saving fuel and storing it for iciness. The European Commission closing week proposed emergency policies requiring each United States to cut its gasoline use through 15% from August to March. The target could be voluntary, however the Commission could make it binding in a deliver emergency. However, the plan has faced resistance from quite a number. Governments and countries have redrafted it to include exemptions for numerous international locations and industries. Energy ministers from EU international locations meet on Tuesday to approve the final model. Member states ought to ensure that their goals are feasible given their home state of affairs, a senior EU diplomat mentioned. Another diplomat stated ministers regarded likely to approve the plan, now that many had received exemptions or softer policies. There must be an extensive consensus, the diplomat stated. But others warned that the weakened rules risked nations failing to shop sufficient gas for winter. While governments along with Germany, Europe's largest gas person, have upped their energy-saving measures, EU nations have reduced their blended fuel use by means of just 5%, despite months of soaring prices and dwindling Russian substances. Russia furnished 40% of EU gas earlier than its invasion of Ukraine in overdue February. The redrafted notion might exempt from the binding goal countries like Ireland and Malta that are not connected to EU fuel networks. Countries that export gas to others, and those with near-full gasoline storage, could face weaker targets, even as industries together with chemical substances and steel might be exempted. The draft would require a majority of countries to trigger the binding gas cuts, after many adverse the Commission's unique concept that it have the very last say. The plan has examined EU unity, and some states say implementing a single % cut across all international locations is unfair. Critics include Spain, which does now not depend on Russian fuel, and Greece, which says it may cope with a Russian cutoff. A Polish official stated the country would oppose any policies that would allow other EU individuals to apply Polish gasoline reserves.